Chapter 3: First Date with Olivia. My first date was with Olivia. We'd chatted for a couple of nights or so, and we had arranged to meet on the Saturday. Ironically, she was a district nurse and delivered palliative care. I was 47 and she was 43. We met at the White Rose shopping centre, which John and I had worked on to build all those years ago. I don't know why we met there, as it was only a mile or so away from where I lived, and there would be a very good chance I'd bump into someone, and they'd start offering condolences for Anna whilst looking at this blonde woman at the side of me. We met just off the car park, and she was attractive and had a very wide smile and blonde curls, which fell down each of her shoulders. She wasn't slim, but had a confidence and demeanour around her, which added to her attraction. Was I nervous after 18 years meeting someone for the first time? Strangely no, I wasn't nervous. Was I at ease? I was fraught with anxiety, not of Olivia and the date, but of being seen with this woman by someone I knew. Olivia was very observant, though, and that confidence of hers, after we'd introduced ourselves, asked, "Are you okay, Karl?" Olivia knew I'd lost Anna not long before, and I suppose her being a palliative care nurse gave her the experience to ask such a question. I fell at ease and told of my fear, because that is what it was, of being caught with a strange woman in the White Rose Centre, and that I'd feel much more comfortable in a setting away from there. Olivia understood, and we drove to Birstall and out towards where she lived, and we found a quiet little pub and had a drink there. In this new environment I was completely at ease, and, for the first time in many months, I actually began to laugh again, not much, but I remember sitting outside the small pub, and the sun in September was still good, and we were laughing about something trivial. The afternoon wore on into early evening, and Olivia suggested we leave the cars there and get a taxi into Huddersfield and have dinner and continue the date, which we did. The night was splendid, and such another world to the deeply depressing and stifling atmosphere of the room at home. At the end of the night, Olivia suggested I stop at hers, and I did. Some may think, or more to the point, their morals may think, how loose can both a woman and man be to jump into bed on the first date, or in our case fall on the settee? I'd say why not? When you're in your mid-40s and not the young man or woman you once were, if you feel completely comfortable with the person, why bother waiting? You already know much about the person through the dating network and through contact through Facebook, and you've a pretty good idea who you're with. And it was no different with Olivia and me. Dating with Olivia was never serious, and although we had much fun together, it was never going to develop into anything of a relationship. Besides, I was in contact with other dates, and she was too, and the brief affair simply fizzled out, but she and her fun were necessary for my soul, and I know I, too, brought laughter to hers.